I gotta, there's a couple questions I was like, I need to ask Dave this. I feel like our politicians are not talking about AI at all. We're talking about all this other stuff, but AI completely changed the world. The World Health Organization is estimating about 80 million jobs displaced within the next couple of years. Walmart talking about fully automating 63% of their stores within 2 years. AI drones, the new modern warfare, AI robocalls, deepfake porn. Are our politicians underestimating the impact of AI?
I don't know that they're underestimating it, but the idea that these people could have even the slightest understanding of how to do anything related to this, or even just in the last week, I think the Senate had a quick hearing on AI. And it was like, yes, Dianne Feinstein is really going to help us figure out what to do about AI, or any of these people, even the best of the best, that they could figure, or only if they had the tools to regulate it properly so we wouldn't get deep fakes of Joe Biden or deep fake porn or whatever else. It's just so nonsensical. The thing with AI is we are opening a Pandora's box into the next step of human evolution. We truly are. At some point, we will not know reality from the digital. We will not know carbon-based reality from digital reality. We might be basically into that threshold already, which is why I reference The Matrix all the time on my show. It's like, Neo didn't know he was in the Matrix until he pulls the thing out of his head in the gooey pink mess, and then realizes what's happened to the future of humanity. And spoiler alert, it's not that great. There's nothing the government can do to regulate any of this in a sensible way. There just simply is not. It's sort of like what I always say about censorship with big tech. I'm not worried about the things that I know they're doing to us. I'm worried about the things that I don't know. And with AI, for all the weird things that it could spring on us that we can think of, like obvious ones would be Joe Biden, there'll be a video that one day it could happen tomorrow. An AI video of Joe Biden saying, Russia just dropped a nuke on Ukraine and we have just launched 3 nukes on Russia. Like that could literally happen tomorrow. It could go worldwide, be completely fake. And God knows what that could do to, let's say, some other country in Eastern Poland then actually launches rockets because of that. Like there's such a litany of crazy things. And the idea that our clowns in Congress and the Senate can regulate it to control it in any way. I mean, it's like literally telling like a mouse to regulate what the lion's doing. It just makes no sense.
It makes me very nervous. Everyone's afraid of the next big nuke dropping. Guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats. That was 80 years ago. The next thing is like an EMP bomb being dropped in New York City, and then people are eating themselves. I don't know. I feel like, listen, Kamala's got it under control. I know, but I feel like we could probably give a little bit more attention.
Yes. Thank God Kamala's got it under control. Otherwise, we'd really be freaking out, Well, look, I think if you were to look at a silver lining with COVID, I think that's the silver lining. People started for the first time thinking, oh, maybe there's different ways to live. Maybe living in a giant city, being so dependent on these services, never growing my own food, not having, if you live in a tiny apartment, even if you've got a ton of money living in New York City, but you live in a relatively small apartment, when the shit hits the fan, it's going to go down pretty quickly. I'm guessing you probably saw a great movie, Gangs of New York, from about, 20 years ago or so. And you remember when all hell is breaking loose down in the Bowery, it's very quick that it made it all the way up to the Upper West Side, where they're then literally ripping the aristocrats out onto the street and beating the hell out of them. It's not because those people were inherently evil, but when it devolves quickly. We saw that with BLM riots. We've seen it with Antifa and everything else. So I think the silver lining to COVID is more and more people were like, oh, maybe I don't want to live in the big city. Maybe I do want to grow a little bit of food. Maybe I want to learn how to use a firearm properly. I want to know some basic, how to change a freaking tire. I mean, if you're a 16-year-old now, like they basically know how to do nothing. It's not their fault. We mock them for it. It's not their fault. So I think a certain set of people have started to take life a little more seriously in that way. It's sort of like, we would always joke about preppers 15 years ago. And then it was very quick that a bunch of Hollywood liberals became preppers overnight.
Yeah, thanks for watching Mark Spont Media. Here we're going to help you create better content in less time and turn that attention into income. If you love this video, you're going to love these videos here. Click the one. Me and my team specially selected this just for you. Click the link. Check out the video. I'll catch you here next time on Mark Spont Media. Peace.